Hello, it's Leanne from KARMANT Learning. Today I will be showing you how to make another birthday card. In my opinion, this one is more suited to be given to someone close, such as your mom, grandma, sister, or a very close friend. So let's get started. You will be needing a plain cardstock that is about 5.5 by 8.5 inches. Mine is a sort of swampy green, and I got this cardstock from Cardstock Earth, and I love these cardstocks because the quality of the paper is very thick, and also it is pre-scored to be folded in half, and so making it perfect for making cards. Next, you'll be needing a 2x2 piece of paper. As you can see, this is colored green, but I later changed it to make it blue because after I did everything I needed to do with it, I realized that it did not match with the card. So I ended up using the same blue that I used for the inside of my card. Then have ready your flower designed paper. You can really use any design paper, but I thought flowers really suited this theme, and make sure to cut it by about 4.25 by 4.25 inches. Then you want to take your 2 pieces of plain colored paper. I am now using blue because I thought it really suited the flower design paper, and you'll be cutting that to about 4.25 by 4.25 inches again, or you can make one big piece of paper that is 8.5 inches by 4.25 inches. Now take out your sturdy glue. I am using Beacon 3-in-1 Advanced Craft Glue. I love this glue because it sticks really well, and also if you happen to smudge it anywhere on your card, it's perfectly fine because it dries clear, so you'll barely be able to see it. Next, you want to cut out 4 pieces of ribbon that are each 4.25 inches long. The ribbon I am using is from the Hollywood Ribbon Industries, and I think it works just fine. Next, grab any glitter material you may have. I am using clear glitter accents and pink glitter drops from Nuvo. These are totally optional, but I definitely recommend them because they add a special pop of color towards your card. Next, you want to grab your flower stencil. In my case, I am using this plastic flower cutout that I just found laying around, and I just thought it'd be like a good resource to use for my card. If you do not have any of these tools, you can always just hand draw them. It's pretty simple. Next, grab your pigment brush pad. Again, these are optional, but I totally recommend it because it just adds a cleaner touch to your cards in which they help to define the edges, giving it a more professional look. The pigment brush pads I have are from Colorbox and work really well. So if you're still unsure what these pigment brush pads do, I'll explain it to you a little better. So basically, you simply brush the ink onto the edges of your card. It just adds a more defined look. It also covers up any jagged edges you may have. To be honest, it's just another small detail adding to the great beauty of your card. If you are planning on stamping your image down, then it is required that you have a clear stamp of a cake with its stand along with a message that says, "It's your day." Also have ready a stamping platform along with the black ink. Mine is Marcella's Black Dye ink. Another good brand would be VersaFine Pigment ink. Now, as for my stamping platform, I am using one from Tonic Studios Tim Holtz. Again, another good brand would be one from Misty. Okay, we are ready to get started. First, you'll be needing your flower designed paper. With this, you are going to be drawing your image or stamping your image. If you are planning on drawing your image, then you would want to skip past this part of the video, but if you are planning on stamping your image, you belong right here. First, you will be taking your clear stamp of a cake and just arranging it on your paper. I'm putting it on the bottom left corner where the bottom of the paper acts as its table. Next, take your stamping platform and just press right down onto your stamp. It should stick, and from there you will be ready to ink it and stamp it onto your designed paper to create your image. But decided that I wanted an even clearer image, so I decided to restamp it. And that's the good thing about stamping platforms. You can stamp your image in the same exact place, so you don't have to worry about any extra lines and smudging or smearing. It's all perfect with the stamping platform. I think it's very important to keep a clean workspace, so here I am with a baby wipe. I'm just wiping all of the excess ink that may have gotten onto my stamping platform. This ensures that no excess ink will get on my card once I stamp another image down. So I think it's very important, again, to keep your workspace clean. Finally, you are ready to take your card off the stamping platform and just place it aside. Originally planning on using my swampy green paper to cut out a flower and write "It's your day." However, that changed when I realized that the green paper didn't really match with my flower designed paper. So instead I decided to use this blue. It's the same blue that I'm using on the inside of my card. Anyways, your first step would be to take your stencil and trace out your flower. However, if you do not have a stencil, that's totally fine. You can easily hand draw it. Once you've had that done, you can cut out your flower and feel free to stamp or write the message, "It's your day." After I finished cutting my flower, I decided that I wanted the petals to be more curved instead of sharp to give off a more friendlier look. To stamp, so I took out my stamping platform and placed my flower onto it, pinning it down with the magnet. I then took my stamp, "It's your day," and just placed it right in the middle. The same process with the cake will also be repeated with this stamp too. I restamped my message for a more defined and clean look. I again took my baby wipe and started cleaning off the ink off my stamps and stamping platform. Finally, you are ready to take your flower off its stamping platform. Next, I will be showing you how to ink it. So next, take your pigment brush pad and just lightly brush the edges with it. It just helps to create a more defined and clear shape. For this one, I'm going to be using black because I think it really suits the card. To glue down your flower onto your designed paper. I'm going to be gluing it diagonally across my cake in the top right corner. Take my black pigment brush pad and just lightly brush the sides of my designed paper. I think it really helps to add, again, a more clean and defined look, and it helps to cover those jagged edges left after cutting your paper. Once you're done with that, you are free to grab your glitter material, or in my case, glitter accents and glitter drops. Again, this is optional but totally recommended. You can place these drops anywhere you want, anywhere you feel like needs some glitter. In my case, I think I'm going to put them on the polka dots of the cake because I think that'd be really nice. Remember, this is your card. You can do whatever you feel is best. I'm just here to give you the ideas and some inspiration. Done, and here is my finished product. Okay, so you may want to wait overnight or maybe at least an hour until this dries before you glue it down onto your base colored cardstock. So while that's drying, you're going to be taking your base colored cardstock. In my case, it is a swampy green, and it is 8.5 by 5.5 inches. You're going to be taking that and simply folding it in half. On the inside, you're going to glue the 2 pieces of blue paper, or any color you chose, and you're simply going to glue it on, leaving a little bit of green showing on both the bottom and the top. Finally, take your designed cardstock paper that should already be dried and simply glue it down to the front of your base colored cardstock. Make sure that there is both green showing on the bottom as well as the top. If you happen to find any loose ends or corners, feel free to go back and glue them down. Of making your card is to first take your ribbon and glue it down onto the border where the design paper meets the base colored paper. I found that the best way to do this was by gluing down dots on where your string will be put on, and I did that and just simply plopped the string down onto it. No, not literally plopped, but carefully placed it on, and then I just cut the excess ribbon off. And that's about it. After you're done with this step, you're going to repeat this on the inside of the cards. Given to your mom or a close family friend. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please like and subscribe below to KARMANT Learning. Hope to see you all next time. Bye!